Hello, everybody. This is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Tuesday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We're in episode 17 of our Road to the NBA Finals Los Angeles Lakers series. So we won big time over we won a pretty close game against this Boston Celtics in game one of the NBA Finals, which I will have the link to the video in the description if you guys have not checked that episode out already. And we lead the NBA Finals 1-0. And I'm expecting this to have a 7-game series, so that's going to be something fun to see. And the winner would have to have at least 4 games win, and the losing team would have at least 3 games winning. So we're still going to be in LA in the 2-1-3 and the 3-1-0. So without further ado, we'll see you at tip-off. Alright, it is Game 2 of the NBA Finals here in Los Angeles, California. The Lakers are wearing those vintage 64-65 uniforms, the Elgin Baylor era uniforms they brought back as a throwback for this season. Boston gets 2 points in. Anthony Davis has possession of the basketball, so Anthony Davis, he's going to make that in there for the first 2 points of the game for the LA Lakers. So now Robert Williams, he's going to pass it off to Kemba Walker. So Kemba Walker, he's going to pass it off to Robert Williams. Walker will pick up that assist, though, as he dunks it in. So Dennis Schroeder passing it off to KCP, and then I'm going to pass it off to Anthony Davis. So Anthony Davis steps back, and he's going to pull a 3 from behind the arc. So it's now a 5-4 lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kemba Walker, there is a foul there. It's on Dennis Schroeder. It's a blocking foul, so they will still have possession. We're hopefully going to block this one. I mean, Anthony Davis is using his hand, so using the hands is really important when you play defense in basketball. So Jason Tatum drills a 3, so it's now 7-5. Boston leading this by 2. Schroeder passing it off to LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native. He is going to get this one in there for 2 points. So it's tied 7-7. Kemba Walker with the possession of the basketball, and it looks like Walker passing it off to Marcus Smart. He dunks that in there, so it's now a 9-7 lead. So Dennis Schroeder, he's going to pass it off to Andre Drummond. So Andre Drummond dunks that in there, so it's now 9-9. So a 9-9 lead. So 9-9 ties. So Kemba passing it off to Jaylen Brown. So Jaylen Brown passing it off to Kemba Walker. And it looks like Kemba Walker's going to pass this off to Robert Williams. So Robert Williams there, he's going to pass it off to Jaylen Brown. So Jaylen Brown, it looks like he's going to go up, and he gets that layup there for 2 points. So it's now 11-9. So he's at 19.3 points per game, 53% in field goals this postseason. So LeBron James, the St. M high school graduate, remember, he did not go to college like Kobe Bryant, Kevin Garnett, and Dwight Howard. So this has been a pretty solid first quarter here in LA. So Kemba Walker passing it off to Jaylen Brown, dunks that in. So it's now going to be a 13-11 lead. So Schroeder passing it off to LeBron James. So LeBron James dunking that in for 2 points. So he has 6 points while the rest of the team has 7. So everyone is perfect in field goals for the LA Lakers. They have not missed a single shot yet. But they're going to pass it off to Robert Williams. He is going to dunk that in there. So LeBron James, he's going to pass this off to Anthony Davis. So Anthony Davis, he's going to get that in there for the paint. And we're actually going to take a break. Alright, so it's now tied 19-19 here in Los Angeles, California. Jason Tatum trying to dribble the ball, so they're going to use some Anthony Davis. So Anthony Davis is going to shoot that 2-pointer in. So 8.5 seconds to go in this first quarter. Tatum has the ball, passing it off to Kemba. Blocked! And it looks like he's going to drill a 2-pointer, and we'll see you guys in the second quarter. All right, now, so Talen Horton-Tucker has possession of the basketball. He's going to get this in for the first 2 points of the second quarter. So it's now 23-21, and it's now 3:40 to go in this first half, and there is an out-of-bounds call. So they accidentally pass it to Fournier, and this is kind of odd because he would never pass that basketball and go out of bounds. So this was the Mobile One block from the last quarter. That was a really good one, but then Boston recovered, and I think they scored on that one. So we're going to use some Anthony Davis. So Anthony Davis, he's going to get 2 points out of this one. So it's now 25-21. So it's kind of unique how LA bounces back, because Boston mainly took the lead in the first quarter. So they did not want to lose a second straight game. So Anthony Davis, he uses a really good jump shot at it. So he is an all-around player. I mean, Anthony Davis, he is going to shoot a 3 from behind the arc. Does he actually make it in? The answer is no. He's going to pass it off to Tristan Thompson, and then Jabari Parker from Chicago makes that 3 happen. So it's now 27-24. And we got some Markieff Morris. So Markieff Morris, he's going to get the foul. It's on Evan Fournier. It's a shooting foul on Fournier. And Morris will go to the free-throw line. He'll get one of it in. And will he get the second one in as well? The answer is yes. So they're going to pass it off to Kemba Walker, and then Walker loses the basketball, and then some Markieff Morris. So he's going to pass it off to AD. Anthony Davis dunks that in. So it's now 31-24. So LA is taking this 7-point lead pretty good here in the 2-1-3 and 3-1-0. Kemba Walker passing it off to Kornet, and he gets that in there. So it's now 31-26. Montrezl Harrell passing it off to Markieff Morris, and then some Marc Gasol. There is a block, and Morris picked up that offensive rebound. So he's going to get a mid-range shot at it, and he's going to get it in for 2 points. So it's now 33-28, 26 rather. And Kemba Walker is going to pass it to Evan Fournier. Then he's going to pass it off to Kemba Walker. He gets that 3 from behind the arc. So the Lakers are going to take that timeout. Alright, so now Andre Drummond passes it off to LeBron James. So LeBron James, he's going to do a spectacular dunk. Marcus Smart gets a shooting foul. So LeBron James will get to go to the free-throw line, and he's going to make that in. So it's now 38-32. Jason Tatum passing it off to Marcus Smart. So Marcus Smart going to pass it off to Evan Fournier, then to Smart, and then to Jason Tatum. So Jason Tatum, it looks like he's going to get that one in there. So it's now 38-34. So I'm going to use some Markieff Morris. He's going to pass it off to LeBron James. LeBron James shoots the 3 from behind the arc. So it's now going to be 41-34. So Marcus Smart has possession. He's going to pass it to Kornet. So Kornet, he's going to pass it off to Marcus Smart. He gets that in there. So it's now 41-36. So I'm actually going to use some Markieff Morris. He's going to pass it off to Talen Horton-Tucker. And then LeBron James, he's going to go up. There is a foul. It's on Evan Fournier from France. So LeBron James, he's going to actually get this 3-throw in there. And will he get the second one? The answer is going to be a yes sirree. So it's now 43-36. Marcus Smart losing the basketball there. So LeBron James, he gets that in there for 2 points. So it's now 45-36. So Marcus Smart, he's going to have possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it to Evan Fournier. He gets that in there for 2. So it's now 45-38, 27 seconds to go. LeBron James has possession of the basketball, and it looks like there is a foul. It's on Fournier. So LeBron James, he gets to go to the free-throw line at it. So his has been doing really good. So 22 seconds left in the first half, and he already has 20 points. So he's leading the Lakers in points right now. Anthony Davis is the runner-up with 17. So it's now 47-40. So LeBron James, he's going to pass it off to Schroeder, and then some Kentavious Caldwell-Pope drills a three. So it's now 50-40. We'll see you guys in the second half. Alright, so now we got some LeBron James passing it off to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, he's going to shoot a three, so he misses that. Robert Williams does pick up that rebound, so he's going to pass it off to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown actually shoots a three, so it's now 50-45. So LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native, first round pick overall back in 2003 by the Cleveland Cavaliers. So he has 22 points, 12 of which were in the paint, so he's off to a really good start in today's episode. Talen Horton-Tucker passing it off to Anthony Davis, losing the basketball, and it's Kemba Walker back at it. He's going to pass it off to Marcus Smart, gets that three in there, so it's now 52-48. So we got some LeBron James in some action here today, and he's actually going to step back, and he actually pulls a three from behind the arc. So it's now 55-48. Lakers leading by 7. So Kemba Walker has possession of the basketball. He's actually going to shoot a three. And the Los Angeles Lakers are going to take a timeout. And we're actually going to take a short break. Alright, now Kemba Walker has possession. They lost the basketball there. Robert Williams passing it off to Jason Tatum. So he's been a decent three-point shooter in this whole game. I mean, he's only made one and then one three-pointer. So I got some Anthony Davis here. He's going to actually get that in the paint. So he doesn't make a layup. He just scores it in for two. So he has 19 points so far and 5 from mid-range. So Anthony Davis makes a dunk. So he has been a one-man dunking machine for this LA Lakers team. I mean, he is on fire. So Kemba Walker evading the defense there. So Jason Tatum gets that in from mid-range. So it's now 63-57. LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native. So Akron, Ohio native makes that cool layup, and the Celtics are taking a timeout. Alright, now we have possession of the basketball. Dennis Schroeder passing it off to Montrezl Harrell. So Harrell gets that layup in there. So it's now 67-59. Tristan Thompson passing this off to Kemba Walker. So Kemba Walker actually gets a two-pointer. I thought he was going to get a three, but he was a little in front of the line there. So KCP, he's going to actually go up there, and he's going to get 2 points. So it's now 69-61. So Jason Tatum, he's going to have possession of the basketball. So Tatum getting that in there for 2 points. So it's now 63-69. Montrezl Harrell passing this off to Kyle Kuzma, then back to Andre Drummond. So Andre Drummond, he's going to step back and pull that in for 2 points. And it's now an 8-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. So Jason Tatum, as a matter of fact, he's actually going to get this one in there. And it's now going to be 71-65. So Schroeder passing it off to Harrell. Dennis Schroeder will pick up that assist there. And we'll see you guys in the fourth quarter. Alright, here's the State Farm assisted game coming right up. LeBron James passing it to his main man, Anthony Davis, which is considered to be one of the greatest duos in the NBA today. But if I had to take it, if I was going to make a list of like the greatest NBA duos, I would put them at number 1. Number 2, I'd put Karl Malone and John Stockton. And at number 3, I would probably put Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. So Evan Fournier now has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it off to Tristan Thompson. It is blocked. He was going to make that dunk happen. So the Lakers were lucky to get that rebound in there, so he could get 2 points out of that one. So it's now 77 to 67. So Marcus Smart passing it off to Ajayli here. So Ajayli, he is gonna actually get that in for 2 points. There's a block. Schroeder passing it off to Kyle Kuzma. And Kuzma gets that dunk there. So it's now 79-67 with only 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Marcus Smart, it looks like he is going to pass it off to Tristan Thompson. So he's going to pass it off to Evan Fournier. So Evan Fournier, there's a foul there. It's on a legal screen on Tristan Thompson. So check out that block there. LeBron James, like I said in the first quarter, can be a really good blocker. Alright, LeBron James passing it off to Andre Drummond, then to Montrezl Harrell, then to James, then to Anthony Davis. So if Anthony Davis scores this in, which he will, and it's now the 81st point of the game for the LA Lakers. So Anthony Davis now, he is going to get that free throw and he is going to make it happen. So it's now 82-67. So Boston is trailing by 15 points in this one. So they didn't necessarily do bad in the last episode. They just lost by 10 points. So Jaylen Brown gets that in there. So it's now going to be an 82-69 lead. So Anthony Davis, he's going to get this one in there for 2 points. So it's now 84-69. So he has 18 points, Anthony Davis, in the paint, 26 in all. So he has been a terrific shooter in this whole game. So he knows who to pass it to, when to pass it to, and when to score. So Anthony Davis, he is going to go up there, makes that layup happen. So it's now 86-71. Davis with 28 points, 8 from mid-range. So he is a pretty good fast break player. So fast break shooter. So he can score fast break points pretty fast. So now LeBron James, so he's going to get there's a foul there. It's on Evan Fournier, shooting foul. So LeBron James, will not get his 28th point on the first attempt. Will he on the second attempt? So the answer will be yes, sirree. 26 points in the pen and 44 points in mid-range. So Jason Tatum, he's going to shoot this in from 3. So it's now going to be 87-74. So LeBron James, he's going to get this up there and he's going to get that in for 2 points. So it's now 89-74. 90% in field goals for the LA Lakers, while Boston has 89. So that's not too bad. And this is the finals. You may never know what's going to happen, how good of the percentage of field goals that they have. So LeBron James, he's going to have possession of the basketball. So I might actually pass it off to Drummond and then some Anthony Davis. So Anthony Davis shoots it in from 3. So it's now 91-76. 30 points for Anthony Davis, 9 of which were in the fourth. So Kemba Walker is going to pass it off to Marcus Smart. He's going to get that in there for 2 points. So it's now 91-78. Anthony Davis, he's probably going to shoot a 3. So he's going to shoot this in from behind the arc. So it's now 94-78. Boston dunks that in. So it's now 94-80. So now we got some LeBron James here. So he is going to go up and makes that layup happen. So 24.8 seconds to go, and we are ready to win game 2. So Kemba Walker losing the basketball there. So there's a foul. It's on Kemba Walker. So we're actually this will be the last part of the game we're actually gonna film. So he's 7 for 8 in field goal, 3 throws. So he's 7 for 9. LeBron James and Anthony Davis both had 33 points. 1 rebound for James, 3 assists, 2 blocks on the day. Both had 3 dunks. Jason